Hello, I'm Kelly Sobolski, and I'm sitting here with Ron Christensen. And we have a few things to talk about, and one of them is your art. So tell me a little bit about some of your art.
Well, in brief, in 1964, when I graduated from school, I came back home to Port Arthur. And I'm an artist, and I got a job as a social worker for Children's Aid. They said, you're a football player, you're big, you got a degree, you go north and deal with the Indians.
Oh boy.
And I started talking to older people and became interested and started painting elders
Oh wow.
a lot. That's how I got into it.
And had you painted before this, or
Oh, yeah,
was this
yeah.
so you found where you wanted to paint was here?
Yeah,
Okay.
I hadn't done that much painting, selling, but I'm a cartoonist.
Okay.
I did a lot of that in university.
Nice.
Got into a lot of trouble over that stuff. But
Somebody's got to break the barriers down.
absolutely.
So there's been a recent painting of yours that has caused a little so-called controversy. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's called The Mothers of Turtle Island.
Okay.
And I did it to honor the 2,000 or so missing Aboriginal women. I was inspired to do it. Actually, one day I came down Red River Road. I got to High Street, and there was a truck, and a couple of guys were really mouthing off to a young Native woman who was wearing a black hoodie and a baby carriage. And other people have asked me, Ronnie, you've been around the Indians. Do they all wear the black hoodies? Because they wear them all over the world. And I thought, I got to do something, to change this attitude.
Yeah.
So it's a girl, obviously pregnant, speaking to her grandmother. Her mother's not there. There's a
I
missing generation in there, and that's how I meant to honor them.
Okay, so I don't understand what's causing the controversy, because you've tried a few places to put this painting up for display, and you've been turned down.
I went to, can I name it, where I went?
I don't see why not.
Intercity Mall, and they said no, it's too controversial, and if we did rent the space to you, it'd be $3 million insurance. The mayor's office, and I thank Ann McGiskin, she was very helpful. It was there for a week.
Okay.
The art gallery didn't want it. I thought it was an important message. It's my hometown. It's being kind of criticized all over Canada as being a racist town.
You're right.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of good people that are trying to change that, and what you're trying to do is make people more aware
Yeah.
that there's a generation gap, and maybe we need to help and hold the hands of our brothers and
But
sisters.
and even just say hello to these young mothers that are coming in from up north there. They're trying. So I did an unusual thing. I did the painting, and then I put a text beside it, as you
Okay.
can see. And I had my own experience having had a missing son
Right.
6-7 years ago, and my other son and his friend. It took us 12 days, but we went and we found his body and brought him home.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And my hometown was really supportive. And I thought, well, here's another thing, let's open our hearts here.
So instead of regressing into depression or anger, you painted
Yeah,
and discovered that maybe you had a message in here,
Yeah.
a positive message.
yeah, to a town that, it's my hometown, and it's yours too, and it's a
Yeah.
good town, it's a big heart. But this somehow, people just don't want it.
I think it's a beautiful painting,
Thank
Ron. and it has a strong message, and I don't know, I think people need to embrace it and welcome it. That's my opinion.
Well, I would hope. It's a very simple message. It's not a critique. But I've never had a great deal of good experience with this town in terms of some of my work. I did a painting that the college bought in the early 70s called The Last Tree on Earth,
Okay.
which was, what I was saying is kind of coming true now.
Oh, yeah.
And I was told, the vice president of the school, Wayne Teixeira, went in one night and tore it down because, put it in the garbage, and it was picked up by Scott Kyle, who has it to this day. I did another one that was hired by Labor's International Union, and I feel I didn't get what they owed me.
Right.
And I wanted to take a picture of it. It's 8 feet by 12 feet.
Holy smokes.
And Gino Russo won't let me in the door. I can't even take a picture of it.
Oh, wow.
Then this one. So I don't know. I don't know what's.
Well,
I don't understand it.
I think it's a powerful message, and I think it's a fantastic painting.
Thank
And
you so
You should
much.
keep it up. I mean, your work is amazing, and pictures, paintings should tell stories, and yours does, and it has a strong message to it. Is there any other paintings you'd like to tell us about before?
No, other than I've done a lot of elders, because in '64 when I had spent my 1 year with Children's Aid, I went to Armstrong. Was the first place I
Oh,
was
wow.
told to go, and met people. And when I look back, I mean, these people were born in the 19th century, and were nomadic people. And I had the opportunity. I just had some great times just listening, and sometimes nothing was said, just having tea. And made a great impression on me at that time.
That would be amazing to experience, and I don't think we have the opportunity now to do that.
No, we don't.
And that's something that you're sharing with the world, and I commend you on it. That's fantastic. And I think you now sharing in the way you are with your paintings and conversation is what you were taught when you first came to Thunder Bay. So it's wonderful that you're doing that.
Yeah.
And I thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
And you can see more of Ron's work. Just we'll link you to the website. And thank you so much.
Okay.